Hi everyone. Today we are going to discuss about the gaming rules 2023. As you all know that Mighty has recently introduced new rules with regard to the online gaming. So let's start with this. So on 6th April 2023, the Mighty has introduced provisions on online gaming by its intermediary guidelines and digital media ethics code amendment rules 2023. So Ministry of Information and Technology has introduced this new rules so that it can help aiding the online gamers, the users, and has got some new guidelines for those who want to start or develop any app regarding the online gaming. So let's begin with the presentation. The Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, MITI, has introduced new rules to protect and safeguard the online gamers from harmful contents and addiction to gaming. A self-regulation model has been implemented for the online gaming sectors, where SROs are self-regulatory organizations which are to be formed according to these rules and are yet to approve the games which can be operated in the country with regard to the compliance of these rules. The new online gaming rules have been imbibed as an amendment in the Information Technology Rules of 2021. So as we can see that these new rules of 2023 are imbibed as an amendment to the Information Technology Rules of 2021, whereby they have introduced certain new challenges for the gaming developers as well as the users. This has, improved a lot of the, this has aided, basically we can say that this has aided the users of the online gaming policies to safeguard their money and as well as their data privacy. So let's get started. So what's an online game? Any game that has offered on the internet and can be accessed by a user through means of a computer resource or any intermediary thereof. So this is the basic definition that has been defined as per the new rules of the online game. Further, all the online games which are involved in betting and wagering will not be allowed to be accessed by the user. So the government has banned those games which includes betting and wagering in this online platform. What's an SRO? As we have read that an SRO stands for self-regulatory organization. The purpose of setting up an SRO is to determine whether an online game is pertaining to betting or wagering and thus permissible or not. So the government is taking stern actions for those applications which entertain betting or wagering. Now, according to the new rules. So there are three SROs, matlab the self-regulatory organizations will be notified initially, and the rest as per the requirements of the government. If they deem fit, then they can, set up more SROs. Further, who will be constituting these SROs? Like what are who are the people who will be joining under the category of an SRO? They would be the educationist. There would be one person who is an educationist, one expert in the field of psychology or mental health. Number three, one member or an officer of an organization dealing with protection of child rights. So there will be three people minimum. They are these people. And if the government may deem fit, they can add or reduce the number of the people. These are the specifications as per the Act, as per the new rules. Further, what's new in these rules, IT rules? So we'll be discussing the new IT rules on online gaming. So these are the certain few criteria that they have introduced. The government will set up several SROs with representatives from various sectors, like we have learned in the previous slide. So these SROs will decide if a game is allowed or not. Further, the gaming firms or platforms must not offer, publish, or share the online games that have harmful or banned content. They must verify the identity of online gamers. And who will be verifying these? They will be verified by the SROs. Further, the online games that involve any kind of gambling, including ads, even if the ads contains gambling, those online games will be prohibited. Further, the SROs will also make sure that the games follow guidelines to prevent addiction and the mental harm through parental controls, frequent warning messages, and age rating systems. As most of you know, there is a game called BGMI. In that, they have started giving a time restraining notification. Like if you have played the game for more than 4 hours or 8 hours, they provide you with a notification. So this is now mandatory according to the guidelines. Further, the gamers will have the option to opt out after reaching their own limits for the time or money spent. Now, if you are an intermediary and planning to offer an application for online game, these are the rules and your duties. These are the duties that you should perform according to the new IT rules. If the online game can cause any kind of harm to the user, it is a duty of the intermediary and the SROs to inform the user beforehand, like a kind of warning. Further, the provider to Rule 31F states that in case an intermediary enables its users to access any online real money game, the intermediary has to inform its user about the same in not less than 24 hours. Rule 4 has been introduced with regard to due diligence, which is to be conducted by a social media intermediary. Now, Rule 4A, which pertains to the verification of online real game money. And these verifications, each and everything has to be done by SRO. Rule 4B, which pertains to the applicability of certain obligations post initial period of 3 months. Rule 4C pertains to the obligations in relation to the online games other than real money game to protect the integrity and sovereignty of India. Like any game which harms the integrity and sovereignty of India shall be banned and would not be allowed to be accessed by the user. Now, what is the basic purpose or the fundamental for introducing these rules? To prevent any kind of harm caused to the user, like self harm, mental harm, or psychological harm. To safeguard the children from harmful or inappropriate online games by introducing parental or access control and age rating mechanism. To aid reduce the risk of addiction, financial loss, fraud by intimating the users upon excess of time limit or money spent. Finally, to ensure that the real money games are not against the interest and sovereignty of integrity of India. Now, so we have discussed all about the rules. Now, even as we speak of introducing and implementing of these new IT rules for online gaming, this process for approval of any such games have not been formulated up till now. Like how will the online gaming platform should approve the SROs and what is the process they have to be there is to be a process for approval. It has not been mentioned and not been approved till now. So in my opinion or in our opinion, so this process must be swift and not complicated. Further, these new rules will ensure that the responsible and transparent growth of the online gaming industry while safeguarding the user and its interest and proliferation of unlawful and illegal gambling sites. This complete rules will eradicate the online gambling and betting in the gaming industry. Thank you, everyone. This was the presentation from Dr. Legal. I hope you have enjoyed and understood the basic of these rules.